Well, we talked earlier with Mike Doran, and he made the observation that Donald Trump always liked to win. And I stress again, as we look at, as James has pointed out, the calamity of Biden, let's just remind ourselves that Donald Trump did indeed like to win. As I mentioned, the Abraham Accords, pulling out of Iran. I'm sure he would have done Afghanistan a lot better than this. And in fact, that's what Mike Pompeo says. But James, it's not just us who think that Donald Trump would be doing better. There's a new poll reveals that apparently many voters are now regretting voting for Joe Biden.
And why? Who would blame them, Rowan? I mean, honestly, this is a situation now where we've seen American prestige destroyed on the world stage. The world made a far more dangerous place. And so, there's a big case of what I'm starting to call a phenomenon called Biden's regrets, where Biden voters now say, ooh, gee, maybe the orange man wasn't so bad. After all, 1 in 10 regretting their vote. You add the numbers together, that would suggest that Donald Trump, if the election were held today, would still be in office. And it would suggest that even though he did want to end that engagement in Afghanistan, that it would not have been done in such a chaotic and shambolic way.
Daisy?
Well, the poll's pretty interesting. Indeed, it's from Rasmussen Reports, which, remember, is one of the only outlets, along with Trafalgar and the People's Pundit, who were actually even halfway accurate in the last two elections, said that 37% who voted for Joe Biden last time would vote for him today, even though 45% of them said they did. The poll said that 43% of respondents would vote for Trump, so that's quite a big win in the popular vote for Trump if the election were held today. And as James said, nearly 1 in 10 Biden voters regret voting for Joe Biden, which is fairly extraordinary. And if anyone wants a kind of visual representation of that, there's a terrific Twitter account out there called Biden Voters Posting Their L's Online, L's meaning losses. And it is just full of, since the beginning of the year, from the stimulus checks to Afghanistan, tweet after tweet after tweet of Biden voters saying, oh my God, why did I vote for him? What a dummy am I? What a mistake I did make.